Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In this DTRS session today, we are going to discuss 10 important MCQs from current affairs. And these MCQs have been selected for the UPSC Prelims exam of 2025. So we are going to discuss 10 important MCQs from current affair today, alright? And the lead topic for the day will be Raigad Fort. Okay, so we are going to discuss about this particular fort, which is Raigad Fort. We will discuss where it is located and what is the importance of this particular fort, alright? And before we go ahead and discuss, the questions, let us quickly go through our quotation. And such quotations become very much important for the essay paper of UPSC examination, alright? Many a time such quotes directly reflect in the ethics paper as well, okay? For essay and ethics, these quotes are important. So this quote says, those who invest in science invest in the future. Those who cut science, they hope for the best. What it means? It means that investment in science is very important. Okay, those countries that have invested hugely in science are those countries that are leading in the world. They are one of the superpowers in the world, and they are the ones who are the first to come up with cutting edge research. Nowadays, if you talk about what are the top 10 tech companies in the world, so they are basically let's say based in western part of the world, and mostly they are in the United States of America, from Silicon Valley. So how come that a small place like Silicon Valley becomes the startup of the world? This is the place where most of the tech companies of the world are located. The top tech companies are located because in that country, because let's say they promote science and technology, they promote innovation, they fund in research and development, and that's why that particular country is leading in the world. And so it is rightly said that a country needs to invest in science and technology to be a leader. Otherwise, you can only be hopeful that something good is going to happen with us, alright? So this is the thing. So with this, let us discuss about one program which is ethics crash course. So Lukmaan IAS is soon going to come up with ethics crash course, and in this ethics crash course 20 lectures will be taken by S. Ansari sir. As part of this course itself, 6 test papers will also be there. Short notes will be provided. So within 20 lectures itself, the entire ethics syllabus will be covered, right, which is GS paper 4. The entire GS paper 4 will be covered in 20 lectures by Ansari sir, alright? So you can join that class. Apart from this, let's say there is a essay year-long program at Lukmaan IAS. If you wish, you can attend this as well, right? So these are the 10 topics that we are going to discuss today. First topic, it is Raigad Fort. We are going to discuss about it. Then we are going to discuss about tiger reserves, where these tiger reserves are located. We'll discuss about it because some of the tiger reserves are in news. That's why it is important for us to understand about those tiger reserves. It is important for us to understand about location of those tiger reserves, alright? Then we are going to discuss about a technical topic, and this particular topic is important under science and technology. It says analog space mission. So we will understand what do we mean by analog space mission in detail in this particular question. Then we are going to discuss about another space mission which is known as Shenzhou 19 mission. So this is also important under science and technology section. Then we are going to discuss about location of Mount Fuji. Okay, we'll understand why Mount Fuji is in news, right? So Mount Fuji is very much in news. It is important. So it is important under geography, all right? Then we are going to discuss about a disease which is chronic wasting disease. We'll understand like who are affected by this particular disease and why chronic wasting disease is in news, right? We will understand through this question. Then we are going to discuss about this FCI. FCI stands for Food Cooperation of India or Food Corporation of India. So they have started a system which is grievance redressal system. Okay, so an application has been developed. We'll discuss about it. Then we are going to discuss about an exercise, military exercise, which is known as exercise Vajra Prahar. So this exercise is part of, let's say, joint army exercise between two nations, between India and one another nation. We are going to discuss which other nation is there. Then we are going to discuss about this declaration, which is Harare's declaration. We'll understand where this declaration was signed, and what is the significance of this declaration. Then we are going to discuss about this is Varkala cliffs. We'll understand where these cliffs are located. It's a kind of important feature in geography, alright. So we'll discuss about these topics. So a lot of topics are there, 10 questions, 10 topics, and their potential for the UPSC Prelims 2025. So Raigad Fort, as you know, fort is kind of heritage, right, for the entire nation, and some of these forts are in news, like Raigad Fort. It's part of art and culture, so you need to understand where this fort is located. So it says it was built in the 16th century by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Second, it is also called Gibraltar of the East. Third, it is surrounded by the valleys shaped by Kal and Gandhari rivers. Okay, so basically right, so here we are going to talk about this particular fort. Okay, so this fort was built by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, but it was built in the 17th century. When it was built in the 17th century, not in the 16th century. It was built by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So first statement is wrong because of the year, right? Because of the century. Now what do we mean by 17th century? 17th century means 1600. Okay, it means 1601 till 1700. Okay, this will be 17th century. Are you understanding? This is 17th century. 16th century will be 1501 till 1600. This is 16th century. Are you understanding the difference? Second, it says it is also called Gibraltar of the East. This statement is right. It is surrounded by valleys shaped by Kal and Gandhari rivers. So statement 2 and 3, option D is the right answer. I will share the image of this particular fort also. Basically, Marathas feel proud of having this particular fort. It is a heritage of the Maratha dynasty. Okay, so Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has built this particular fort in the 17th century. All right, so this is the thing. Meghalaya marks National Unity Day with focus on Raigad Fort. Okay, so basically in Meghalaya, so they have created a specimen or model of the Raigad Fort. Okay, during a specific day, Unity Day or Unity Divas. So that's why it is in news. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 2 quickly. Consider the following pairs. On one side we are given tiger reserves, on the other side we are given the states where they are located. We need to identify which are correctly paired. Okay, so Simlipal Tiger Reserve is located in Odisha, everybody knows. Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve is located in Madhya Pradesh, but this Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve, okay, this Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve, it is not located, okay, in Andhra Pradesh. It is located in Maharashtra. So how many of them are correctly matched? Only 2, right? Only 2 are correctly matched. So what has happened on 28th of October, a tigress from Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra was relocated to Simlipal Tiger Reserve. Okay, so one tigress has been relocated from this tiger reserve to this tiger reserve. So that's why these tiger reserves are in news. Okay, this is the tigress. What are melanistic tigers? So basically this article has inspired us to frame this question. Now we have another question. Question number 3, it says, which of the following statements best describe the objective of analog space missions? Okay, now let us understand what do we mean by analog space missions. Okay, so some of the space missions are deep space missions. For example, if India plans to send, right, a mission to the Mars, it is a kind of interplanetary mission. We have already sent a mission which is known as Mangalyaan mission. So whenever a country plans to go for interplanetary mission, right, so like, you know, for that they develop a model, right, on the earth, and that model tries to simulate the kind of atmosphere that we are expecting in that interplanetary mission in that planet. Okay, so that kind of mission is known as analog space mission. And if in case, let's say if we plan to send human beings in interplanetary mission, so those human beings have to be trained in similar environmental conditions. All right, So this is analog space mission, and India has recently, let's say, like, established or started an analog space mission, right? So it says to prepare for India's human space flight mission by simulating isolated and resource constrained conditions similar to Mars and Moon. Okay, so India has announced our analog space mission. Correct answer is option B. Now with this, let us move to the next question. Answers are given to these questions and explanation is also given. You can go through it in any time. Now we have another question. With reference to Shenzhou 19 mission, consider the following statements. So this is a mission initiated by China. So it says it is a joint initiative between India and Japan. This is wrong. No role is there of India and Japan in this mission, only China. Okay. It aims to prepare for an Indian lunar mission. This is also wrong. It will carry both astronauts and scientific payloads. This statement is right. So option C is correct. Shenzhou 19 mission is a Chinese mission. Okay, Chinese mission. Okay, so they will carry astronauts and scientific research payloads as part of this mission. India and Japan are not part of it. China launches this mission. New crew arrives at a space station. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let us look into this question. Very short question. It says, recently Mount Fuji seen in the news is located in which of the following countries? So Mount Fuji is located in Japan, and in this mountain basically no ice is there, so kind of it is dried mountain as of now from 130 years. That's why it is in news. Mount Fuji, Japan's Mount Fuji remains snowless, breaks 130 years record amid extreme heat days and its impact on snowfall. Okay, so that's why this is in news. Now we have another question, question number 6. With reference to chronic wasting disease, consider the following statements. They have given two statements. You know what is wasting and stunting? Wasting means a person grows in height, but his body is so lean, so thin that it seems that there is no body mass. I mean, it seems that he does not have any muscle like that. So this is wasting. So two statements are given. It says it is a progressive and fatal neurological disease affecting humans. This is wrong. Okay. There is no vaccine or treatment for it. As of now, for this particular disease, no vaccine is there. Okay. So this is the thing. Correct answer is option B. What? Chronic wasting disease. Right. This was question number 6 for us. I think we have discussed question number 6. So New York state authorities recently confirmed a case of chronic wasting disease in a deer facility, emphasizing disease's impact on deer, elk and moose population. So this disease has affected, let's say, some animals. That's why it is in news. Now we have another question. Consider the following statements about FCI grievance redressal app. Okay, they have given two statements. Okay, we need to identify which statements are right related to this FCI grievance redressal app. So both these statements are right. It is an initiative by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. It aims to enhance responsiveness and accountability by providing rice millers and platform for grievance redressal. Both the statements are right. Okay, both these statements are right. Now we have another question, question number 8. This question says, exercise Vajra Prahar. A joint military training is being held by officers of the Indian Army and officers of the Army with which of the following countries? Okay, so here they have given description of a joint military exercise. On one side India is there and on the other side USA is there. So it is a kind of joint military exercise, joint army exercise between India and USA. Correct answer is option A. Okay, this is related to defense technology. Okay, so Indian Army contingent. Okay, now we have another question, question number 9. What this question says, consider the following statements about Harare's declaration. Okay, so a specific declaration is in news. You should remember the name itself, Harare's declaration. They have given two statements. The declaration was adopted by the African Union. This statement is wrong. It aims to combat detrimental health effect of climate change in Africa. Okay, this statement is right. So basically for question number 9, statement 1 is wrong, statement 2 is right. Okay, so the Climate and Health Africa Conference, okay, in Zimbabwe adopted this particular declaration. Okay, so Climate and Health, okay, Climate and Health Africa Conference. So they have adopted it. It was not adopted by the African Union as such, right? Only few countries joined it. So statement 2, which is option B, is the right answer. Now, you see, like CHAC 2024 adopts Harare's Declaration on Africa's Climate Health. All right. Now, this is the last question for the day. Very short question. It says, Varkala Cliffs, a national geo-heritage site seen in the news recently, are located in which of the following states? It is located in Kerala. Okay, it is a cliff. Cliff is, let's say, less heighted as compared to mountain, but it is more heighted than a plain. Okay, so that is known as cliff. Okay, so Varkala Cliffs, where are they located? They are located in Kerala. Locational question, are you understanding? So it is less than a mountain but more than a plain. Okay, so it is on a elevated height. So this is Varkala Cliff. So this is the thing. So that's all for today, and we are soon going to let's say conduct the Bright Minds scholarship test for IAS. So those students who are planning to join GS Foundation course at Lukmaan IAS, you can attend this scholarship test to let's say stand a chance of joining that particular batch at a concessional fee, or you can join free of cost also if you perform top in this scholarship test. All right, so that's all for the day from my side. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's discussion. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.